Welcome back to another Daryl's Digest. I hope you're trying to watch all of these videos. Someday I hope that the library will be so full that would take a long time. That just ain't the case right now. I'm documenting my life dealing with two mental health diseases, dementia and depression. The dementia I have to learn to live with unless some scientist somewhere figures out how to refire the neurons. I'll have that till I die. The depression is a different story. I look forward to being able to kick its assets back out of the noodle. But here's the deal, folks. In my case, it's always come back. So this time, as I fight to loosen its grip on me again, I know I'm going to need a maintenance plan going forward. I hope if you suffer from depression or are dealing with someone with depression, that you do not need a maintenance plan. I hope you can kick the evil feces, or I hope you can kick the feces out of this evil disease and never again feel the effects of it. Let me give you some background and set this whole deal up. My battles with this evil disease. All right. First, I call depression a disease because it is a disease. Okay? You need medical attention and you need a therapist to beat it. Same as any other disease. Mental health diseases have had a certain stigma in the past. There's nothing wrong with you if you have one. You're not just weak. It's a disease. I recall a family member asking my wife at the time of my suicide attempt if she would lose her job because of what I did. Come on. Would that even be a thought if I had had a heart attack? All right, back to the setup. I had used a therapist way before I attempted suicide. Okay, when I went back, I remember the office telling me they almost threw my file away because I had been gone for a certain number of years. Okay, so we started working diligently, my therapist and I again, and at a certain point, I figured I was cured. You know, this is the second time, so surely I beat depression. In my simple mind, there's no need for any kind of maintenance because, heck, I beat this dang thing twice now. I'm out of the woods. ...2019 comes along. We shut down the store, the little store we had where I was working. Soon after, I can feel the effects of depression starting to come back at me. So I called my therapist office. Closed. Retired. Now, folks, this is a big pile of chicken feces here. Okay? Finding the right therapist is a difficult job. It can even lead to the failure to continue. Credentials, they're useless trying to find the perfect or the right match. Not perfect, nothing's perfect, but the right match for you in a therapist. Just because a therapist has a PhD, they may not click with you. Some of you older folk may remember when subliminal messages was the whole big talk of the world. That's what I just gave you when I tapped that bottle. All right. Now, caregivers, here's where you can be very vital. Don't allow people to quit. There is someone somewhere who will click. And when that happens, that's when the progress starts. Okay? I had to try 2 other therapists before I met with John. You remember John from just talking about my therapist. But by this time, I'm deep, deep down in a depressive mood. That's 4 Ds right there, folks, if you're keeping count. Now, I can only speak about my symptoms, my feelings, and my life. But I haven't had a suicidal thought since my attempt in therapy. So that was not my issue. My issue was desire. Or, better, in my case, lack of desire. For the first time in my life, I didn't have a job. I was delivering newspapers when we lived in Port Allegheny, grades 6 and 7. Back in Brockway, I was cutting grass, shoveling snow, and then I got a job at a local dry cleaners, cleaning rugs, carpets. But now, nothing. What happened next was caused by both of the D's affecting my life. I had no desire to do anything. Folks, this symptom is dangerous. It can lead towards a quick downward spiral. I want to lead you through my descent. Dementia opens me to question what my worth is now. Okay? Still, right now, this very second, I have to worry about what can I do in the future with what I have left between the ears. Depression hits me by destroying my motivation. Boom! Dementia beats on my confidence. And bang! Depression hits desire. Daryl, I'm losing myself. I find myself sitting in the chair for hours just smoking these wonderful cigars. One thing through the years that had always helped me was basketball. Not this winter. Carter's college team sucked. I mean, bad. Noah's high school coach learned his basketball from Dr. Naismith himself. He'd be a great coach if they stopped the game to get the ball out of the peach basket after each score. I mean, it's boring. So basketball probably worsened my mood instead of helping it. Now, Ed, we spent 3 weeks in January. 1 week in February, I watched the Super Bowl at Children's Hospital in Pittsburgh with Noah. On top of that, Noah ain't getting no better. The double D's are just destroying every part of me. The jackass who would just go, "Bonk!" for no reason but just to get a laugh. The guy who had so much fun talking to some good old boys that he didn't run away when they showed him their pet skunk. Who was that lady? Carol, I think, that killed her husband? I don't think she even has damn pet skunks. But that guy's gone. I just sat in the chair, smoking stogies and watching Netflix. Parents, here's another clue for you. When you're dealing with your child, if they lose all desire to do anything, please take charge. You might have a depressed child. Get them checked out. Hope, pray that it's not depression. Just don't be too busy and do nothing. It might just cost you their life. And please don't be embarrassed. Oh, my kid, he may have a mental health disease. Don't make them feel embarrassed. Depression's a disease. But the good thing is, it can be beat. Now, can I tell you I have my desire back? Heck yeah! Yesterday and today, December 7th and December 8th, I've already been working on my plans and goals for 2021. Is my depression cured? Probably not. Now here, a couple tips. Okay? Now remember, folks, I say this all the time, but it's so dang true. I'm not a doctor. I ain't a therapist. Okay? Never played one in the movies or on TV. I'm just a big fat dumbass going through this myself. Okay? Here's some things that might help you. Get out of bed. Get off your chair and exercise. My goodness, make it easy. Okay? I got 2 dogs. I started walking them And on the first day, I was hoping they'd stop to pee or piss every 3 steps because I was so out of breath. Well, in 3 months, we're up to a 3-mile walk. Watch your diet. Okay? Are there foods that help your mood? Are the foods that just put you right to sleep? Cut back on the ones that put you right to sleep. Big point here. Okay? If it's your favorite food that puts you to sleep, don't just automatically cut it out. Remember, you're fighting an evil disease. If we cut it out completely, we're going to miss it. Depression will use that we are missing something against us. You're starting to see why I call it evil? And what I do is I keep cutting my portion back until I can eat it without falling asleep. Now remember, what works for me may not work for you. But here's a little cheating secret. Once I got to that point, I'd give myself about an hour or so. I'd go back and get another portion. Don't tell nobody. What Connie Chung say to that lady? It's just between you and me, right? Lastly, if you live in an area that where you don't get a lot of sunlight, buy yourself one of them SAD lamps. Okay, I got mine for less than $35 brand new. Okay, heck, that's only the cost of a few good cigars. Desire to move forward. To live a great life, we need a great desire. Do not allow depression to set your desire adrift. Till next time, folks, keep counting them D's.